Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuzaira binti Muhammad Zamri. My metric number is 272844. I want to present about introduction of audit of revenue cycle. An auditor's job during a financial audit includes determine whether or not the revenue cycle is subject to inherent risk and conducting tests to establish whether or not it is substantially free of error or fraud. The inherent risk associated with this cycle is tied to the cut-off dates for specific sorts of sales, as well as the force from management to falsify the revenue. The auditor can provide some assurance that the company's revenues are accurately documented by completing so-called substances tests and tests of controls, which are both performed by the auditor. It is discussed in this chapter how to audit several types of sales transactions, cash receipts, and sales adjustment, and also how to audit the amount in account receivable. Transactions and accounts are the goods of the revenue cycle process. According to general definition, the revenue cycle is comprised of selling activities that begin with the receipt of orders from customers, the delivery and invoicing of goods to customers, as well as the recording and collection of account receivable. Also include discussions of additional audit methods performed for revenue and receivables, such as testing of controls and substantive tests, which are discussed in this chapter. That's all for my part. Next, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Business functions in revenue cycle are divided to three main components, which is sale, cash receipt, and sale adjustment. The sales process will be started when a customer placing order for the goods to the sales department. The sales department will be check the order and the customer credit rating before approving the amount of sales and the credit. The approved sales order will be sent to the warehouse for the processing and delivering goods to the customer. A delivery note with the description of goods and quantity will be issued together with the goods and sent to the customer. The date of delivery will be taken as a point where the sales can be recognized depending on the shipping terms, such as a freight on board FOB, destination and shipping point. Then, a sales invoice will be issued based on the information stated in the delivery note and the price list. If the company given any discount to the customer, it will be clearly stated in the invoice together with the credit terms. The sales invoice is sent to the customer and a copy will be sent to the account department for the recording purpose. The collection department is responsible for ensuring that all transactions such as sales, return and allowance, and cash collection are properly recorded.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Danish Shafiq, metric number 273227. So today I'll be presenting about the accounting system and control activities. So it is divided into 7 parts. The first one is customer's audit. Sales audit is the first transaction trail of documentary evidence. So sales order needs to be checked its authenticity to ensure the occurrence of sales. Next is credit approval. Credit sales will be processed for approval by an independent department. The information provided will help to estimate allowance for the output account reliably. So the third one is issuing goods. Goods are prepared with the shipping documents such as bill of lading. Bill of lading are pre-numbered to establish cut-off at year-end to ensure completeness of transaction. Fourth is invoicing customer. Using an authorized price list to determine an accurate sales value and an independent check on the accuracy of calculated price of invoice. The fifth one is recording the sales. So sales invoices are recorded in numerical order to avoid missing invoices. Monthly customer statements are sent to customer and any difference with the company are reconciled to ensure occurrence. So the sixth one is collection of cash sales and receivable. Cash receipts are updated in account receivable to reduce its value. So an aged account receivable report prepared periodically to provide information on account receivable status. And the last one is adjustment to sales and receivables. Adjustment for sales and receivables needs to be supported tampered with documents. Uncollectible receivables are determined and written off with the approval of the directors.
Hello doctor, my name is Sarminder Nair, son of Krishnan Kumar, matrix number 272935. Today I would like to talk about developing the audit plan. Four main risk assessment procedures must be completed before any subsequent audit procedures can be designed. Firstly, understanding the entity to identify inherent risk. In audit planning, it is critical to understand the entity and its environment. It aids in determining probable misstatements in the financial report. An auditor should be aware of the entity's operations, including product and service offerings, target markets and consumers, refunds, and also payment policies. Second, understanding about internal sales and receivable controls. Internal controls can help reduce the inherent risk involved with sales and receivables. As a result, the auditor should establish written control questionnaires for sales and receivables. Thirdly, assessing risk of material misstatement. The auditor evaluates the probability of a material misstatement based on the information gathered via the process of studying a business, inherent risk, and control risk. Lastly, designing further audit procedures. Test of control and substantive procedures are included in the further audit procedures. The tests to be undertaken should be determined by the auditors based on the risk level that have been identified. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Syafiqah binti Muhammad Shukri. My matrix number is 273236. Today, I would like to present about substantive procedures. There are three designing substantive procedures, which is analytical procedures, test of details of transactions, and test of details of balances. The purpose of analytical procedures is to review the understanding of an entity as to whether any changes to sales and to determine any fluctuations in the amount of sales and receivable balance between current year and previous year. And the last one is to determine ratios and trends for gross profit and average collections period. For the test of details transactions, there are three document inspections, which is vouching, sales cut-off test, and cash receipt cut-off test. And for the last one, the test of the documents constituting debtor balance. For the next part is procedures to ascertain adequacy of the allowance for bad debts. So there are two types of allowance. First, general allowance and specific allowance. For the general allowance, the percentage will be used for calculating the amount. An auditor should check the reasonableness of the percentage used, the internal control procedures in estimating the allowance. For the specific allowance, the auditor might obtain an independent review of information specific to the debtors to ensure the reasonableness of bad debt estimate. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zari Shuhada binti Nordin, matric number 273142. As the last presenter, I'm going to present about the public sector listed company. Public listed company is a corporation whose shareholders have a claim to part of the company's asset and profits. Through the free trade of share of stock on stock exchanges or over-the-counter markets, ownership of a public company is distributed among general public shareholders and listed in Bursa Malaysia. For public sector companies, revenue is one of the largest accounts in financial statement and is an important driver of a company's operating results. In audits, under Public Company Accounting Oversight Board standards, revenue typically is a significant account, often involving significant risks that warrant special audit consideration. These are the example of industries available in public sector companies. We have construction industries, the example is Gamuda. Consumer products industries, the example is Spritzer. Next is industrial such as BSL Corp. Finance industries such as Alliance. Next we have plantations such as Chintec. Technology industries such as Binacom. Then properties such as Melton, hotel industries such as Shangri-La, and etc. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.